Hi everyone, it's giveaway time. So thrilled to have 300 plus subbies. Oh my god, you guys, I don't know how this happened, but it's here. It's 300 plus, and I thank every single one of you who join me all the time in my channel, who leave me comments and show me all your support. And I'm so thankful for the wonderful friendships that I've been able to start here on YouTube. This community rocks. I mean, you guys are amazing. So, it's time for a giveaway to thank all of you. And what I'm doing is a challenge. And this is going to be the challenge. I am planning, let me explain a little bit what's behind this. I would really love to have some of the artwork from my subbies. And I thought the perfect way to do that in a small scale and that's easy to manage and fast to do is to share ATCs and art tiles. I've been creating some of them lately, and I'm in love with creating that. And you all know I love making tags and mixed media art, but these are like the tiny little artworks. So they're fast to make, and I think it's easy enough to share. So what I'm asking you for this challenge is to create one ATC and 3 art tiles. I'll share it with you, the ones that I have, and I'll be including some of these in my giveaway. And what I would like to have is the following. For you to create one ATC and 3 art tiles, and then make a video response linking it to this video, sharing what you created for this challenge. And that will give you 3 entries into my... I will be entering you 5 times. Okay? So if you're interested in sending your ATC and art tiles and creating the video link, you will be entered 5 times. All you have to do is send me a P, and I'll be sending you my address so you can send your ATC and your art tiles to me. And of course you have to be a subby because this is for my subscribers. So that's my idea behind this. I'd like to, the whole concept is behind the ATCs is they're called artist trading cards, and the concept behind it is to share your artwork or your creations with other fellow artists without charging for it. So I love the concept of that, and to be able to share our work by having a piece made by you would be extra nice for me to have. So if you're willing to do that, then you'll be entered 5 times. All you have to do is send me a PM, I'll send you my address, you'll make a video response, and you'll get 5 entries, okay? And I'll be sharing what I've gathered up in this box here that you can hear for that. The first thing I want to share with you is the ATC that I created a little while ago, and I know some of you really liked, so I'm including this in my giveaway. I also made this other one a while ago. So you get to choose which one of those you'd like, whoever wins. And I'll also be working on some flat ATCs this week. I just haven't had the time because I was gathering up things for the giveaway, and I was working on my art tiles and some other things. So I didn't have time to make the ATCs, but I'll be making those. The challenge starts today, the 1st of October. And your pieces and videos should be in or linked by the 15th of October so that I can make the drawing for those that weekend. Okay? So I'll be making a separate video giving you all the details about like the size for the ATC and how I created all of these, because I don't want to spend too much time doing that on this video. I just want to go through the rules and the challenge and maybe be able to show everything inside the box. So I think I'm just going to give you a teaser of what's inside, and it'll be more of a surprise. just as it'll be a surprise for me to receive your artwork. Okay, so let's go through this one more time. It starts today. It ends on the 15th of October. You have to create 1 ATC and 3 art tiles. Now, I would prefer for you to make a flat ATC because then I can put them in the baseball card sleeves, and that way I can have all my collection in like a one binder and not have to make a box to just hold ATCs. But if you prefer to make a three-dimensional one like I did this too, then that'll be fine. If you want to make one of each, you're more than welcome to do that. You can send however many you want. But the requirement is 1 ATC and 3 art tiles. Now the art tiles can be any shape you want. I know most of you are working on the inch tiles, but you know me, I like to play around and I like to experiment. So I created some this week for the first time. I had watched Lydia's video tutorial on making art tiles, and Live Art Now, I believe is the name of her channel, also made a video sharing how she makes her art tiles. Now I don't have any Scrabble pieces or wood pieces to work with, so what I did was that I used Lydia's technique, or at least the first one that she worked on, which was using chipboard. I used medium-sized chipboard. I just glued 2 little pieces together, and in that little sandwich I added, let me see if you can see that, I added this little wire piece so I could hang it from, and that's how I made this one. And the background for this one is a washi tape that I created myself, homemade, and then I just added the word art, and it has very faint stamping on the background because I added the gesso and the distress ink and the black. So this is another washi tape that I created. In the background it's sealed with gel medium. So that's one of the ones that I worked on. This was actually the first one that I worked on, which was like following Evie's rules, not anyone else's. I just cut some pieces of medium chipboard with my C6 die, and I started, I gessoed that, and I started working with my acrylic paints and swirling around the paint. And then I added some seed beads. And I'm super sorry that I don't have the best quality video, but I filmed everything on my other camera, and then I can't upload it to my computer because it's giving me problems again. So I'm filming it on my phone. So all those seed beads and the little sequins and jewelry parts and little chain and the paint is all encapsulated in glossy accents. And it's a round art tile. This is another one that I worked on. And it's black gesso on a chipboard, and then I added some little torn pieces of paper, and these here are copper pearls and a little piece of a jewelry finding, a Chinese nut, that is also all encapsulated in glossy accents. And I'm almost done with my bottle by doing all of these, so I'm going to have to go find a way to buy some more of that. And then this is just, this is just one layer of the chipboard, so it's not as thick. And on this one I have a Prima stamp, and you can't see it with this camera. I hope it shows it better when I upload. But that has also washi tape that I created, and the word dreams, and that beautiful girl, vintage girl, and some paint in the background, and this is the gesso, and there's also distress ink on top of that. So that's more of it's the technique that Live Art Now does. And then this other one, and it's a shame because on my other video this showed really well, but that's black gesso, then paint on top of that, and some glimmer mist. And I have all of those little dots in the background are liquid pearls. And then I have a charm of a lighthouse with a little bling on the top to make for the light. So that's a 1-inch tile. And this is the last one that I worked on this week. It's a bigger piece. It's also chipboard, and it's also gessoed. And then That whole background is the washi tape that I made with some stamping. And then I have these two stamps are from a vintage stamp set. So I have that beautiful girl and the word vintage. And then this little detail here and the ones in the corner are from the Graphics 45 Little Darlings stamp set that Sharon sent to me. So thank you so much, Sharon, for sending those. I'm finally using them. Now that I have everything more organized, I'm able to use up my things better. And then in the background, I have more of my washi tape, and that's filled in with gel medium. So those are the tiles that I created, and I'll be including those in the giveaway. So you'll get a whole bunch if you like them. And then you'll get your choice of one of these two, and I'll make some flat ATCs this week so that I can share those with you, and you guys get to pick which one you would like out of those. So you get one 3D or one dimensional one and one flat one. Okay? So let's see. Let's go into the giveaway part, which is what you would get if you win my giveaway. So this whole box, I don't know if I'm going to go through everything because maybe it's fun to have a little teaser, but I'll just show you a couple things. I have some of the laces that I bought here. So you have a yard of this taupe, beautiful, soft lace that I use a lot. I love it. You also have this beautiful scalloped lace, and there's also a yard of that. I'm sharing one of the doilies that I bought from the Paperback Lady. So I know some of you wanted these, and then when you went to buy them, they weren't available anymore, so I'm sharing one of those. I love those doilies. And there's also this piece of lace that I got here. It's 1 yard of this black lace, and this is the one that I used for my binding on one of the minis that I created. So it's a really nice thickness. Oops, sorry. Then I'm sharing one of the 45 records that I got at the Antique Mall in Vermont. So I'm sharing this one. It's called Kiss an Angel Good Morning by Ben Peters. But you can alter this or break it or, you know, use it as a cover for a mini or just play around with it. So that's for a mixed media project or anything you would like for that. I'm also sharing this charm set. It's like a cooking theme charm set. So there's like a frying pan and a little charm that has to do with cooking and that vintage stove. Super cute. And there's this acrylic shell. So you get a blue, pink, and a clear shell. One of those like oyster shells, and they're chunky. So you can play around with those and add them to some boxes or projects. I'm also sharing this set of earrings, and these are the dollar sets that have the little clear backing to them, that you can take those off and recycle them and use them to cover your stick pins when you're sharing them with people. So you can cut these front parts to use as flower centers, and the backs you can recycle, or you can use them as earrings if you want. And this other earring set with all the bling that you can use for flower centers or for your projects, and it also has the clear back to it that you can recycle or use the earrings. And then there's more stuff here. There's these little mother of pearl buttons, and this little, they're like slinky style embellishments. They're metal. I love working with these, so I hope some of you get to enjoy playing around with those. Those are fun. You can put things inside of these little holes on the side. You can put pearls or flowers or, I don't know, run some string or ribbon through it. Have fun with those. Let me put it here so it doesn't fall on top of mine. And then there's a whole bunch of things in there, so I don't know if I'm going to go into that, but there's liquid pearls, and there's this whole bag of ribbons from American Crafts that I got at TJ Maxx. And there's some tassels here in a sage green and like a taupey color. There's a bag of buttons in black, white, and gray there is this topiary that you can alter. It's actually a place card holder, so it has a little metal thing up here, like a ring here, that you can put a card on top, but you can hide that with flowers when you alter it. And I got this at Party City here. Not cheap, but love to share them. And this little bag here, I don't know if I'm going to open that thing, but it has some of the rings that I got in my recent haul here at the jewelry store. It has some of the garment pins that I've received as an extra gift. It has a cameo. There's this ring with a shank that if you want I can take it off, but you can just cut those off and use them for flower centers. There's this one that I already took the shank off. Let me see what else. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's these metal earrings. I just took the earring part off, and these are from Bitty Bom Bom, Elizabeth store. So these are heart earrings, but I use them as leaves, and they look really nice. The top one here has bling on it, and the bigger one doesn't have any bling on it. But you can mix and match those, or use them separately, or it has a little split ring here, or jump ring. And I actually put 2 of the big ones and 1 of the small ones. And then there's a whole bunch of, can you see inside there? There's a whole bunch of like metal pieces from my jewelry that I got. There's one of the pearl earrings, another ring. What else? Another piece of a ring here in yellow, and a whole bunch of metal pieces from the earrings that I took apart. You can play with those. You're getting a bag of those. And then this is glassine bag. You know how I decorate my glassine bag, so it'll look prettier when you get it. But there's some of the vintage wood buttons that I got in Vermont. There's like, I think there's 4 or 5 of them. They're big ones. Let me see if I can pull those out. So these are they're really vintage and worn. And they look super nice on, oh, this is the front part, I'm sorry. So you get that one, excuse me, you get this one, and this one's like matte and it's really worn. Super cool to add in projects. You get this other one, and then you get this other one. So there's 4 big buttons. They're wood buttons from the vintage store, and those are from New Hampshire. And then I'm sharing some of the tickets that I bought at TJ Maxx. This one says redeem for 1 pep talk, and this other one says redeem for 1 small favor. So you'll get 1 sheet of each. And this time punch card, can't remember the name of it now, but anyways, you can have fun with that, using it as a tag or adding it to a project or whatever you want to use it for. And you'll get a whole bunch of these little, I think there's 6 or 5 of the tiny brown paper bags that you can use for a mini, or just play around and make pockets with them. And then you're getting these long, let me see, these long ones. They're for like bottles or something. They're thin and long, and you're getting a whole bunch of those. I don't know if there's like 10 or there's a whole bunch. So you can make a really nice mini out of that. You're getting this note card with that beautiful set of shoes with a bling. Can you see that? I got that at TJ Maxx when I was on my trip. So I've been collecting a couple of things for this giveaway. This is a journal with a blue damask, very pale blue, beautiful journal book with ruled pages. And this is also from, I believe this is also from TJ Maxx. And you're getting liquid pearls. You know how I love my liquid pearls. So you're getting the buttercup, the baby blue, oops, sorry, and the ruby red. You're getting those 3. What else? I have this extra set of brass that I bought when I went to Michael's. That time that I got the chance to go to Michael's, I bought one for myself, and I bought an extra one for the giveaway. So that's that set that you're getting. I shared that already. I think I mentioned the bottoms, I mentioned the ribbons, I mentioned the tassel, and there's a wood frame for you to alter down here at the bottom. It's a big piece. I can't tell the size right now, but it's I think it's for a 5x7 photo. And you're getting this big white doily that I got. I think it was AC Moore. Don't know, but one of the stores when I finally got to go to the stores, I bought some extras. So I got that white one and this ecru cream one, which you all know is my favorite color of doily. Browns and earth tones. And then I'm sharing, I hope Alisa doesn't mind, I'm pretty sure she doesn't because she's the sweetest, but she just sent me a whole bunch of these paper doilies, and it's an oval shape, and I think it's such a cool shape to work with, and it's such a beautiful doily. So I'm sharing one of those doilies with my lucky winner. So that's what's in that box right now, and this is what I'm planning to do. For every video link and set of ATCs and art tiles that I get, I'm going to be doing a separate giveaway for that group of people. And that is going to include this big vintage jar that says Princess on it. It's actually the jar where one of the set of wood buttons, these buttons that I shared, when I bought them, they came in these jars. So I'm sharing that jar with one lucky winner on that second giveaway drawing that I'm going to do, just for the people that are linking the video and sending me their ATC and art tiles. So you can win the big giveaway, and you also have a chance to win this jar. And what I'm going to do is that for every set of ATCs and art tiles that are linked to a video, I mean if that person made a video linking it to mine, I'll add one trim or one lace piece into this jar. So you'll all be helping fill up this jar, and by the end of the giveaway I'll be making a separate drawing just for this jar filled with trims and laces, okay? And I'll use for my stash, and if I need to go out and buy some more from the local store here that I get my stuff, I'll do that. So that's an extra little thing. And I also wanted to mention that for those of you who only leave a comment and cannot make a video and link it, or do not wish to send me the ATC and the art tiles, I'll be doing a third small tiny giveaway. I don't know, I'll gather some things, nice things, you know. I'm not going to just give you junk, but I'll make a smaller tiny giveaway, because I'm already sending 2 packages with this, unless the same person wins this and the big one. And I'll be doing a separate drawing for those people that only leave a comment. But all you have to remember is that you have to create 1 ATC, 3 art tiles, whatever shape you wish, and I'll be making a separate video explaining how I made those, so that might help you. And I'll also be sharing the size for the ATC and the ones that I create, so that might help you in your creations. And you have a whole bunch of time to work on them, because it starts now, and you have until the 15th to send me your things or to link your video in order to participate. So I hope all of you enjoy what I've put together for this giveaway. I hope a whole bunch of you join me in this challenge, and I also hope a lot of you are willing to send me your ATCs and art tiles, so I have a nice collection of artwork from my crafty friends that I can get to look at and enjoy. And that's just extra special. Oh, and then one other thing. For that bigger giveaway, I wanted to make it extra special because it's a 300 plus giveaway, and everyone here has been so extra kind to me that I picked out 2 pins from my grandmother's box of jewelry that I got from my family, So I'm sharing this cherub, which you can't really see. I'll try to show it when I fix my computer thing, but it's a beautiful cherub in silver with marcasite. I don't think it's silver. I think it's just silver tone, just because it's fashion jewelry. But it has marcasite on it, and it's a beautiful cherub piece that you can't really see with this video. But maybe if I put it back there, you'll be able to see it. But I'll put that to the big giveaway, because these are extra special pieces. So I wanted to show them separately. And then there's this beautiful pin. It's heavy, and it's a gold tone pin, and I can't really see who made it, but it's also from the fashion jewelry, and it's filled with cluster of crystals, and they're not acrylic, they're crystals. So it's a really, really nice jewelry piece. You can use it for yourself, or you can use it in your project. It's a pin. You can take that off and glue it to a piece, a very special piece. But I thought I'd share those two special pieces that used to belong to my grandmother with my subbies, because they've I mean, you've all been amazing to me, and I feel very thankful for all of you. And I love the friendships that I'm making here, so I wanted to add some little extra things. And then I also want to include this. It's a 7-inch stick pin, so you can make a really long, huge stick pin with this. I ordered some from eBay, so I'm sharing one of them with you. So it's a 7-inch pin that you can create a beautiful pin with. So that's it. I hope I was clear in everything. If you have any questions or doubts, just PM me. I'll try not to reply to the comments here, because it gets way too long to search through all the names of everyone. If I start replying to every single comment that I receive. I hope to get PMs from you asking for my address in order to share your ATCs and art towels. And remember that every time I receive a package with those sets, I'll add a trim or a ribbon. No, a trim or a lace, not a ribbon. I might add some ribbon, because I have a whole bunch of ribbon that I can share. But I'll just fill this up with stuff for every person that sends me an ATC set with art towels. I'll add something to this jar, and I'll do a separate giveaway, okay? So I hope it wasn't too long. I'm trying to explain everything good enough, and or well enough, or clearly enough. And I'm super tired, and this is the second time I do this, so I might have gone too long. So hugs and kisses, everyone. Thank you so much, and hope you join me.